Second countdown. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. What? My lighting is not great. Hold on. Not the smoothest of transitions. I got so much going on over here. Trying to get Twitch loaded. Oh no, this is I just cut myself. Yep, I'm bleeding still. I just cut myself. I was trying to get some hair in my ear. You can't even see that. Yeah, you can't even see that. I got to stop that. Anyways, we are not starting soon. Steak, are you good? It looks like you just saw a guy who cut his ear shaving.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to start. Oh my gosh.
Good to see you. It's good to have you back. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are on the Picket YouTube channel, and this is the Picket pregame show. We're going to be doing this once a week, probably an hour to an hour and a half before the whatever the biggest game is on the slate moving forward, instead of strictly Thursdays with our Degenerate Hour and Happy Hour. So we're going to ask all of you guys to come over to the Picket YouTube channel. I see we already have 30 people in Twitch. It's great that there's people in Twitch. Thank you. You got the notification. You saw we're live. There is a link to join us that I just pinned to the top of the chat. We are going to go off of Twitch here in a few minutes. So go ahead and click that. Come on over to the Picket YouTube channel. Thank you to Picket for allowing us to host. Look at all these guys that fucking know ball. Brock D is such a ball knower. Love Brock D. Patrick de Roges. Is that French? 17 Goat and Unc. Love that. Fake Sharps. What's up? Over under 6-minute intro. Sorry about that. Just keeping the watch streak alive. No clue if this is how it works. Very funny. Give me the under 6 minutes. Dan Yee, what's up? I'll stop doing that. Danny.
Cash the under.
Yep, cash the under here for the beer chug. I'm actually not drinking. I think today is the first day I've succeeded my battle with the cold that I was going against. You won it. Nice job, Scholastic. What's up, Noti gang? We love that. Let's go. About to rip a bowl. Do 20 push-ups. Nice job. I love your energy. Sick graphic. Thank you. Made it with ChatGPT. Game has me in a blender. Line feels so right. Patrick, I'm right there with you, man. We're going to talk both games tonight. We're going to talk both games. We're going to talk tonight's game. Obviously, Ole Miss, Miami, fired the fuck up for it. I think this is going to be one of the best college football games, or at least for me, it's the most anticipated college football game of the season for me. I like both these teams. I like both these brands. I like the storyline behind each. People are saying that Mario Cristobal is this year or is last year's Ryan Day. Carson Beck, fun story, good defense. Ruben Bain, Tony Fletcher's been coming on my radar, and then Ole Miss with the story with them with no Lane Kiffin, which you've been leaning into, and I'm right there with you. Spoiler alert: Steak and I have a collab. It is not Ole Miss. We'll talk about that in a second. DC Bets, will you get your head out of your fucking ass and get over in YouTube? We are shutting it down on Twitch here in a few minutes, and I'm gonna let Steak. Did you retweet the Picket tweet, letting everybody know we're live?
Sure did, Jeff.
You are already on top of it. Why does it not show the graphic on that? That's interesting. Maybe we didn't.
I pressed the link and it worked.
No, it'll work. Oh, I think I know how to do it. I got to go in here and I got to edit it.
I pressed the link.
I have it. Hold on. Only I have it. Let me do this real quick. Otherwise, it's going to annoy me. Or can I not do it? Hold on. Can I not? Maybe I can't edit this now that we're live. I guess I can't edit it. Oh, no, I need to switch the account. Steak. Let's talk about Ole Miss. What time is this game, by the way? Is that 7 or 7:30?
7:30.
Okay, it's at 7:30. This game is in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
It's in Arizona. It's in Phoenix.
Yep.
Why are Miami and Ole Miss Eastern time zone teams playing in the Western time zone or Pacific or whatever the fuck it is, but Oregon and Indiana are playing in Atlanta?
I don't know. Oregon went from Miami to Atlanta, so that's not too difficult.
Well, that's kind of weird still.
Yeah, I don't think they do it like that at all. Also, I don't think many people thought it would be Ole Miss and Miami, if we're being honest.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Why should it be like it doesn't have to be selected on the winners of these go to here? Why can't they just reassess and put the teams in the specific zones that makes sense?
Interesting.
Dude, think about how many more people would be Ole Miss fans specifically would be driving to Atlanta for this game. You're not going to drive like Midwesterners and Southerners. They like to drive places. Not everybody likes to fly.
Choosing where they play after the matchups are set is certainly not the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Oh, well, why is it dumb at all?
It's not.
It's so stupid to me. Indiana chooses Unk. Oh, really?
Really?
Is that how that works? No, I'm not grumpy at all.
Wait. Indiana chose to play in Miami? Wait, no. Sorry, this game's the Peach Bowl. Indiana chose to play in Atlanta over Arizona. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that would give that gives Oregon a disadvantage to play in Atlanta.
Even if they played in Miami the week before that. I had never knew that in my life that the higher seed chooses. I never knew.
Why do you keep saying if they played in Miami the week before that? What does that matter?
It just matters because Miami to Atlanta is easy travel. They're all fucking weak.
Yeah, but
and the later day, one more day of rest. Pranav's spitting.
Yeah, Pranav fucking knows ball. He really does. What's up, Pranav? Good evening. And again, while you're here, I see we got some people finally trickling on over from the Fake Sharp Twitch page over to Picket. We are going to shut it down on Twitch right now. This is your last chance, you motherfuckers. I see 20 of you still in Twitch, down to 16. Good job. You're all listening. The link is pinned, and we are gone. 3, 2, and 1 exclusively on the Picket YouTube channel for the Picket pregame show. Bang. All right. Indiana, up. See you still, man. Bye. Motherfucker. No, they don't choose. It's all preset. That's what I thought. What the fuck? Who knew that shit? I don't know. Does Pranav know ball? Or is he?
I don't know what's happening anymore. It's a horrible start to the show. I have no idea what to believe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about this? Let's just get into it. Do you have your wagers placed?
Oh,
you do. You tweeted it.
Yeah. I actually bet Ole Miss like 5 days ago.
No, you did not.
What? Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Swear to God.
I've never seen you bet anything 5 days ago.
Yep, but I did it.
Did you bet over? Oh no, never mind. You retweeted something. Wow, you were active on Twitter today. Is that a Greg Ostertag picture? Look at you. NBA play number 2. Jazz plus 6.5. Jazz money line. Here's a sick pick of Greg Ostertag. Bring back 0-0. Nice. Hold on one second. Where the fuck is this? Where's your bet? Here it is. Good God. 8 hours ago. All right. You know what I'm going to do that's kind of fun, by the way, while we're on here on the Picket pregame? I'm going to search the teams. And I'm going to go around here and I'm going to see what I can find, what I can muster up on Twitter and see what people are saying. Here's stakes wagers on this lovely, beautiful Picket slip. 1 unit plus 102, plus 3. Money line plus 149 for $200. That was 5 days ago. It says updated January 8th.
That's when it was updated.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how that works, dude. I'm not lying about when I placed a wager. Someone commented on one of my posts because they saw my Picket.
Jeffrey, audio is not great. Can you move your mic? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I didn't have my mic. I didn't have my mic on. Didn't have my mic on. I didn't have the setting on. Steak will never be the one to tell me. Thank you very much, Quantitative, for letting me know. Steak, you'll love walk-ons. It's a great sports bar in Jack's. Can't wait. Can't wait. Jeffrey is insane. Uncle Jeff, chill out. Why? Listen, I've known Steak for a long time. 5 days ago would have been.
It is weird for me, except I did it.
I know you're not a liar. I know you're not a liar.
No, but it's okay. I'll prove it to you since you're questioning me.
No, I know you're not a liar, and I'm not trying to make here. I'm not trying to be up here as if I don't believe you.
Right? Would Pickett say when I placed the bet, though?
Yeah.
It would be fun to prove you wrong right on stream.
Okay, so what was January 3rd? Was that Sunday?
Hold on, let's see what I can figure out.
Sunday, you took Ole Miss money line and spread. That's just never. Let's
just see what we can do here. I can either prove it or I can't. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, just so you know, though, from what the wise guys say, because I hang around a lot of wise guys. Greg, not fucking idiot. You're supposed to bet dogs late.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
All right, 3 days ago, not even close.
That's very close.
Oh, shut the fuck up. 5 days ago is insane, dude.
3 days ago and 5 days ago is very close.
3 days ago is the week is rolling. What was that? Was
Monday,
that Monday?
Dude, it's Monday. You said
Monday.
It's a big difference.
5 days. I don't even know who I was 5 days ago. I don't even know what I believed in. I probably spoke a different language. 5 days is fucking crazy, man. Anyways, listen. Yeah, 4 days.
Thank you, Ethan.
Because I saw it days ago on Picket. All right, it's pretty close. Fine, whatever. It's close enough. You're right. Here's what I wanted to ask you, because you're a flip-flopper. Have you only gotten to feel better about Ole Miss, or are you starting to feel worse about Ole Miss? Now, this is a real question. We've been joking around.
I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Okay.
Would you feel better about your Ole Miss bet if you found out that Trent has 20 units on it for his 12th play of the year, which I believe he's 1-11 in? Would you feel better or worse? Answer the question.
I would not feel better, so I guess that means I would feel worse.
Okay, well, there's your answer.
Okay. Well, do you feel any worse or better that the line went from 3 to 3.5?
I feel nothing.
Okay. Me and my homies.
I have no sharp reason for liking Ole Miss. I've watched both of these teams a lot this year because we had both their win totals over. I have a championship ticket for Miami and Ole Miss. I bet both teams pretty much every way. Austin Simmons, Heisman, which is a really funny bet, by the way.
I had that too.
And I think Ole Miss is better. I think Ole Miss's offense can expose Miami's defense more than Miami's defense can dominate Ole Miss's offense, and that's my play. I don't think it's going to be like I saw Beeb do the Ole Miss winning, but the game going under or some kind of non-correlating parlay. I don't think it's going to be that, which brings me to, should we announce our collab play?
Yeah, let's announce it. Hold on. Go ahead.
Over 52.5.
That's right. Over 52.5. Shit. There's definitely a whale watching, and they're going to move the line, and I didn't get it in yet. Where's my phone?
It's already at 53.5 some places. So
it's not. No, it's not.
This game's going over.
Is it seriously 53.5?
Some places for sure.
I don't know where my phone is. Hold on. A whale's going to move it. I know. totally forgot I ordered sushi. It got here. But I'm not going to eat it on stream. Don't you worry. Hold on. Let me go. Now, if I was in New York where there's 5, 6, 7, 8 sports books, I would check Picket for the best line. I am in Orlando still, so there's just Hard Rock and Profit X. 52.5 on Hard Rock, minus 110. So a whale has not moved it. Hold on. 53.5 on Profit X. Under is minus 111. Over is plus 107. I am going to go ahead and place this wager for 1 unit right now. That is the collaborative play.
Okay. Should I post it now or should I post it after the stream?
You should post it now.
Yeah.
Yep. You should post it now.
Do,
I cut my ear. Crutch, sorry. I went to the barber today. See, I'm not lying, by the way. I took the razor and I tried to just get a little ear hair, and I cut myself really good. I didn't think you could see it though. I guess when you do that, I can.
When you
he cut his ear shaving. Apparently, what's with the question mark? What is this? Does that mean you think that something else happened? What else could have happened?
How does that feel? You see how you questioned me on when I placed my bet? It's weird to be questioned.
I've cut my ear before.
It's to lie about.
You were lying. I've cut my ear before shaving. I've never seen you make a bet on a Sunday.
Never, dude. Not never. But yeah, I was feeling myself. I had a lot of balance in my Profit X account.
I like the way you said balance. You kind of threw your head into it. All right. I like it. You know, all this means, by the way, just so you understand when I'm pressing you on if this actually happened, is that I feel like you are even more confident in the play. And I understand what you're saying about Trent, but that's okay because a lot of people don't know this, but they'll find out. You've tailed Trent. You know when to be confident in Trent. You did it with the Steelers. That's what I'm saying. And Steak, that was another +3.5 dog. I don't think Trent is shaking you from this. I think there's a lot of people that like Miami, but I have not gotten my spread bet in. I made a parlay. Did you see my parlay?
It's the over and Ole Miss money line.
Nope.
I'm sorry. It's Ole Miss in Indiana. Yes, I saw it.
Yes. What do you think about that?
I think that's a very good bet.
All right. I'm happy to hear you say that.
I bet that Oregon is going to be super contrarian and sharp, but I don't know if I'm buying what they're selling.
Yeah, let's talk about that in a second. I do have an ear trimmer. I'm not at my apartment. I have the whole kit and caboodle. I have it for the nose hairs. I have it for the ear hairs. I have everything. But I don't have it here. So I used a razor and I just went like that and it went sideways. Not good. Thought he was wearing an ear patch like Ray had in Scary Movie when he got shoved. Okay, that's good. Thought it was an AirPod at first. Yeah, sure. It's an AirPod. Basically, I'm like a fucking coach right now.
A bloody AirPod.
Cut his own hair at the barber shop. No, I did. You know what though? My guy John took me a little too short. I wanted a little bit more flow, especially for Jacksonville. He took me a little too short. But yeah. Anyways.
Took me a little too short too.
Yeah. No, you look good. Double down on Miss Moneyline? I don't think so. In all seriousness, let's get serious for a second. I can't play player prop Steak, but let's talk about them and then let's talk about Indiana, Oregon. Ole Miss, in my opinion, this total is high. I think 52.5 is high. And I think what this tells me is that these teams are going to score. We talked to a Miami fan on our stream earlier. You were traveling, but Drew filled in and he did a pretty good job. And what he talked about, and I've been listening to a few other podcasts and shows, shout out Cover 3. They referenced this as well. So I can't act like Drew is on an island here. But what happened when Miami's defense played a quarterback similar to Chambliss, Kevin Jennings at SMU, and they had some trouble. And SMU's game plan was to wear Miami's defense out. They did a really good job at that. I watched that game. I bet on Miami. They were 12-point favorites on the road. They looked like they didn't get off the bus. They came back. They almost won. They went overtime. Carson Beck threw a horrible interception. But nevertheless, I think Chambliss is going to have some success tonight. And I think we get ourselves a game with some fireworks. Because on the flip side, I think this is time for Carson Beck to show up and show out. It's been the Mark Fletcher story so far. I mean, he kind of carried them in College Station. I think Carson Beck played a pretty good game against Ohio State. One would argue Ohio State's got one of the best defenses in college football. They did a damn good job. Granted, they got 7 points from their defense on that pick six, but they're going to find some success. I think this could be a game we see both teams potentially put up 4 touchdowns. So I'm feeling like a 34-28 game, frankly. That's why I don't like, shout out to our guy Beeve. I don't know if Beeve's in here or not, but he's got that parlay of Ole Miss money line and under team total. And he's saying he respects Miami's defense. I don't like that. I think the total is not respecting Miami's defense. I think this is telling you these teams are going to score. Keywan Lacey is my guy. I love this running back for Ole Miss. But how can you not love Chambliss? And honestly, he's just a great story. This guy's a great story. The fact they came back in the second half from Georgia, they fear no one. I don't care what coaches they have on the sideline. Don't care. Go ahead.
This is what I want to talk about. Beck's passing yards, 226.5. It's really high.
Is it? What has he been? What's he been
in
at?
The 180s, I think. 226.5 is really high for Carson Beck, man. He hasn't done a lot in these playoffs. The reason why I think it's interesting is because you see that and you might think like, oh, Miami's offense is going to have a good game, and they might. I do think Miami's offense is going to put up their fair share of points, but you want to know what that kind of tells me, in my opinion, is that Miami will be playing from behind more than people think, and they'll have to throw the ball, and that's why it's 226.5. I think it's a high line. I also think I don't know what Chambliss has been at, 267.5. I don't have any weird feeling about it, but Mark Fletcher's at 96.5. And I know he's been amazing, but I think you're the one who brought up when Beeve laddered him or whatever Beeve did. He was at 40 in that Texas A&M game, right?
Yep.
So he's been so good that his lines have moved from 40 to 96.5. And so to lean into what I'm saying, I don't think Mark Fletcher goes over that line tonight. I think he goes under 96.5. I officially think that's gotten too high of an adjustment, whatever you want to call it. I think Carson Beck goes over his passing yards, and I think Mark Fletcher goes under his rushing yards.
Our guy, I'm kind of with you. I'm with you. Our guy, Cam, his money is on the under in this game. You hate to see it. He's going against the collab. Did you tweet the collab, by the way?
Just did.
Okay, great job. Did you ask for any likes?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah. And that's for likes.
That's too bad. Warren Sharp tweeted, what to watch when Ole Miss has the ball. Ole Miss, number 4 in pressure rate allowed. Miami, number 2 in pressure rate generated. To offset pressure, Ole Miss uses 0/1 step dropbacks and RPOs 56% of the time. Number 6 highest. Versus quick dropbacks, Miami gets pressure only 23% of the time. That's 65th in the nation. So, Miami, solid QB pressure rate. However, if you're doing quick dropbacks, they're in the middle of the pack. They're just like any old team out there. So I mean, obviously, this is going to be the name of the game for Ole Miss. Points.
Yeah, I think what's bothering me the most about what people are doing when they assess the game, and I guess this was going to happen regardless of who made it to this game, but nobody liked Miami. Everybody said Carson Beck was a clown and the ACC was soft, and then they beat Texas A&M, but it was ugly, 10-3. And everybody still came out of that game and said, okay, fine. They won an ugly game against Texas A&M, but it's Texas A&M. They always choke when they get here. If they ever even get here, nobody thought Marcel Reed was good, so we don't care that Miami beat Texas A&M. They're still a sacrificial lamb to Ohio State. And then they beat Ohio State. And now all of a sudden people are acting like it's the 85 Bears or it's the best defense they've ever seen. It's like, bro, you've been saying completely different things about this team all year long, and now after one game, you're officially ready to crown them. And that's why I'm fading a team that I've loved all year long, because I think the amount that people are sweating this team now is crazy. And don't get me wrong, Trinidad Chambliss is getting his love too. I don't know. I'm more into the love Trinidad Chambliss is getting, because I think it's absolutely crazy that you could lose Lane Kiffin and all these coaches and have all these distractions and beat Georgia and have a chance to go to the national championship. I just think that story is so amazing, and I'm just buying that story more.
There's just guys in college football that have it. There's just guys that have it, and I think Chambliss has it. And it's if his flame was going to be put out, well, it's poetic. It would have happened against Georgia.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
What's your thoughts on Michael Irvin?
What about Michael Irvin?
What's your thoughts on him? How do you feel about him? Negatively, positively? You don't care?
Like just him as a person?
No, him on the sideline, his antics, I should say.
I love everything about Michael Irvin. I always have. Love him. Did you watch the Cowboys documentary?
Yeah.
Loved him. I think we need athletes that can have a good combination of talent, personality, charisma, leadership, And I mean, he's also kind of batshit crazy, a little Dennis Rodman-ish, but he can bring it in. He can bring it in. He can keep it contained. And I know he had some crazy shit happen to him in that. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I like guys like that. I love him on the sideline. Indiana's winning the whole damn thing. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. The Ole Miss coaching staff is a big question tonight. First two college football opponents they'd already played this year very well. A very good point. Yep. Already been there. We'll see how good these coaches are tonight. I am of the opinion that
can I give a little pushback on that?
I'm going to push back too, but you go ahead. You go first.
Okay, you've seen Kirby Smart before does not mean that you know what he's going to throw at you. And I don't care if you saw Kirby Smart already. Beating Kirby Smart is absolutely impressive for a coaching staff that's depleted, distracted. It's absolutely incredible. And I would wager, even if they beat Miami tonight, that win was still more impressive.
Couldn't agree more. That's not what I was going to say, though. I was going to say sometimes coaches, they get too much credit when you win, too much blame when you lose. I think that this team has become a little bit of I don't know if I want to say well-oiled machine, but I kind of think that they're a good enough group that they know who they are. They can go out there, they can do this on their own. And if anything, the lack of coaches will only motivate them.
Yeah, well, that's already done, I think, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing that you could push back on and say is there was a huge blunder in that Georgia game in the first half where they failed to kick a field goal in the first half. And Joe Judge looked fucking pissed on the sideline. By the way, shout out Joe Judge. I had no idea that he was even still coaching. Play Maka 88. No smut on Play Maka's name. Don't you dare. Don't know what he's talking about there. Play Maka. Maybe Miami's defense is better than Georgia. Sure, but you're talking about a Kirby Smart defense that you've seen the second time around. What happened to Alabama? They got bent over. They should have gotten shut out, guys. Alabama should have gotten shut the fuck out. They had 2 penalties on that drive. They went 91 yards. Yeah. So, yeah, here are the Picket splits, by the way. Shout out Picket again. If you are here on the Picket YouTube channel, like the fucking stream. You're already in here chatting it up. We love that. And subscribe to the page. We'll be here once a week. You'll know about it. We'll tweet about it. We'll talk about it. We'll promote it. Thanks for being here. These are the Picket splits. If you haven't seen them already, $2.172 million wagered on this game. Popular player markets. Oh, wow, look at that. Keywan Lacey to score a touchdown, -200. That is happening. I like Tony to score a touchdown if I was able to play it. Chambliss to score a touchdown. Sure, maybe. I'd probably also I'd go passing touchdowns. -1.5, -130. That'd probably be a play for me.
Yeah, and I like Tony too, to be clear, because I like Carson Beck, and I also believe Miami will be playing from behind a little bit. So I'm 100% with you on Tony. Can I address one comment? Drama. I accidentally bet the Mavericks on Profit X, and I couldn't delete the wager. So I put 500 on the Mavericks. I put 1,000 on the Jazz to offset it. I'm on the Jazz, just to be completely clear.
Do you think you should let people on Twitter know that?
I didn't even think about it until I just saw that comment, but yeah, I probably should.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Way to address it. Okay.
We are both on my Picket.
Okay. I have this tweet with the Picket splits between Ole Miss and Miami. I have these two guys just going after it between one guy's Pete DUI Golding. Is that a joke at the Ole Miss head coach? Is that
I didn't know what he did, but SEC coach having a DUI, feels like not that surprising.
Yeah.
Like a Penn State coach being creepy.
Right. Okay. Let's go to the next game and let's talk about Indiana and Oregon. I don't have a great read on this game, Steak. I have some thoughts on each team, but I guess I don't really have like a good breakdown because all roads for me in my brain lead to Indiana.
Yeah.
And
what's
I'm not going to the total on this game. So you can get, it's probably about 48 and a half, depending on where you look, according to Picket. These are the splits. These are the splits on Picket. Only 939.
That's not what I'd expect.
Sure. Yeah. Slightly more public, or you can't really say public. No, the public's not really laying bets right now. I would say these are more smart, sharp, respected bettors. That's how Steak and I feel about the Picket splits. You can have your own opinion.
Did you find it kind of interesting that Miami was somewhat public on Picket, but not really anywhere else? Did that mean anything to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's more tickets on Miami money line and spread on Picket by a pretty significant amount for what did that say? $2.5 million on that game?
2.172.
So, because then you go to the Indiana game and you're saying probably the sharper people are liking Miami. I wouldn't have really guessed that. I would have thought the sharper side of this really would have been Oregon. They seem so contrarian to me. I don't
My
feel like
ears stop
anybody
bleeding.
guessing Oregon.
Well, do you know what I think? I think 4 is a pretty attractive number. That's what I think. You think so, or you don't think
No,
so?
I do kind of, yeah.
I think with 4, I think there's a big difference when you get to 4.5 points when you like the favorite. When you like the favorite, you start thinking about laying the money line or parlaying the money line. I feel like people get pretty uncomfortable about laying 4.5 points for a favorite. I could be wrong, but you essentially need a touchdown to win. You know, field goal ain't doing shit for you. So I think I thought the line was fair. We talked about this with Drew earlier. He thought the line was short. He says you change Indiana's uniforms and put Ohio State or Alabama, and they're probably a touchdown favorite given what they've done.
That was my argument about Indiana, Alabama.
That was your exactly, yeah. So now people are saying that about Indiana, even against Oregon. I don't know, because I think what Oregon just did was pretty impressive, but they were 2-point favorites in that game. So I think the odds makers are respecting Oregon.
I think the line's short too.
You do.
I think it should be. I was expecting Indiana -7 against Alabama, and then they absolutely belted them. I really thought it was going to be like Indiana -5.5.
Yeah.
I still think the line's short. That's what's throwing me off, because this is not a smart thing to say, and I acknowledge it, but I'm going to say it anyways. It really feels like Indiana's year. It really does, man. It just feels like Indiana's year, and it feels like it's right. It's just time for Curt Cignetti to become the superstar head coach in college football. They're absolutely destroying the transfer portal. It's just crazy what he's done. Every time I log into TikTok, there's a Curt Cignetti edit. He's the most quotable coach there is, even way more so than Dan Lanning, which I didn't know was going to happen, because a couple years ago, I feel like they were trying to make Dan Lanning that guy. It feels like Indiana's year, but that's also just a dumb thing to say.
Yeah, it's not really a dumb thing to say. And I like that Dan Lanning kind of looks for those TikTok edits. I think Cignetti, he just knows they come naturally. Like he's authentic. Pranav is saying the bubble is about to pop. Dan Lanning's wife calls him Kurt Big Netty. That's funny. Yep, just bet Oregon. Thanks, State. Oh, okay. Sorry, Snowman. Yeah, Snowman was in Twitch. I don't know that he's in YouTube. I don't see him anywhere in here. Listen, I'm with you. I like that about Indiana. I disagree, though. I think the winner of Miami Ole Miss wins the national championship. That's how I feel.
Do you really?
I do. Yep.
I don't like that. I think the exact opposite.
Yeah. You think the winner of Indiana Oregon?
Yeah, I do. But let me say, I also have the futures of both Miami and Ole Miss. So I'm going against like what I actually bet on.
Yeah.
But I don't like the matchup at all. I don't like the next matchup for either of these teams. I'll be honest. Indiana Oregon feels like the winner, but obviously I hope it's Ole Miss or Miami.
No, you cash your ticket.
Yeah, so that'd be awesome. It'd be really awesome to catch the Ole Miss.
What did you get Ole Miss at? 12-1?
30-1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What did you get Miami at?
12-1.
That's the 12-1 ticket. Ole Miss 30-1. My goodness. Dan Lanning is one of my best friends, 4th grade PE teacher in KSCMO Metro. Okay. I think the exact opposite too. Think winner of Oregon, Indiana wins it all. Interesting. I think it's going to be the year of whoever comes out of this Ole Miss game, and I think it's going to be Ole Miss, man. I like it right now. If I had a $500 free bet on a future, I would probably put it on Ole Miss. The lookout lines are already out. Oh, what are they?
Yeah, share them.
Rye Live TV 20.
Share with the class. Share with the class.
Yeah, please do.
And then I got a little practice we can do it. I wonder what you think Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore's passing yard lines are. I'm assuming you haven't looked.
I haven't looked.
Okay, what do you think they are?
Well,
and let me just tell you. So you remember, Chambliss is 267.5 and Carson Beck is 226.5.
Okay. Is Mendoza's higher than Dante Moore's? You can tell me that.
That was a big part of what I found surprising about
Oh, shit.
It's
more
lower than Dante Moore's.
Well, trailing game script.
Yeah, that part makes sense, sure.
Dante Moore is going to be 231.5.
Dante Moore is 220.5, and Fernando Mendoza is 208.5. And I know everyone's going to tell me these are good defenses. I know they are, and they're playing really well. I know they are. Feels weird to me that both their passing lines are under Carson Beck's. Feels weird. It just really does.
Yeah, but couldn't you say that Ole Miss has the worst pass defense of the 4 teams?
For sure, but Carson Beck versus the 2 dudes that are about to be the number 1 and number 2 overall picks in next year's draft is definitely interesting.
Do you hear that?
No, I didn't hear a single thing.
No, there's a fucking Alexa every room at my fucking parents' house, and this fucking thing starts telling me the temperature and all this shit tomorrow. I swear, I hate these things. I hate these things. I'm gonna go unplug it and I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna put it in the dishwasher. I'm gonna be on Dante Moore's passing yards. Interesting. Oregon RBs are hurt. Are they really? Is Whittington hurt?
Whittington has a rushing line. You want to guess what it is?
Dude, I can't play this fucking game.
Okay,
72 and a half.
It's 55 and a half. Also feels really low.
It's low.
Considering the fact that both Black and Hemby 65 and a half and 62 and a half. 55 and a half for Noah Whittington feels crazy to me.
We are talking about an Indiana team that just held Alabama to 3 points.
I might take a square under, bro. I might like a square under in this
really?
Game. Yeah, I might. I might really like a square under in this game.
All right, well then, how about this? Oregon is going to get shut out.
I can't. I'm so torn on this game. I'm actually so torn on this game.
You like Oregon?
No, I don't like Oregon. I really don't. I like the under. I actually really like the under.
All right, hold on. Where can I find it?
I think it's gonna be an ugly, ugly game. Like I think it's gonna be an ugly game. 13-10, maybe.
Oh, dude, you know what I like? Look at this when you go to Picket. This is my favorite feature about Picket, by the way, when you go to the popular markets and you see what people are betting. But like, I don't look to fade these things, and neither do you. Like, some of this stuff is sharp as shit.
Well, what's popular? I like talking about it.
Shout out fucking Efton Chisholm. I like this. You see this? Under 2.5 Oregon team total touchdowns minus 105 on DraftKings.
Popular, but probably sharp. But look how popular the over
is. Not even that popular. 500 bets. That's nothing.
Look how popular the over is. 553 picks for under 2.5 Oregon team total touchdowns when the over has 262.5 is a lot, dude.
Yeah, but that's not that. 262 is not that popular.
God, Indiana money line and Indiana spread are just woof. Look how many people. 4,000 picks versus 1,000 picks for Oregon.
You're starting to talk yourself into Oregon. I can see it.
It's just I said what I said, and everything I'm seeing confirms what I said is true. Indiana's going to be super public.
I know. So what do you think?
Just getting nervous. I want it to be Indiana.
I know, but this is if you're going to get nervous, I want you to get nervous right now. I don't want you to get nervous tomorrow and change everything you just said, because you just said you think it's Indiana's year. You just said you like my parlay on Indiana money line. You don't like it anymore.
Just so you can't call me a flip-flopper, my favorite bet on tomorrow's game, let's not miss this, is the under.
I get it. I get it. That's not what I'm talking about, though.
That's
talking about. And if it's not,
after me, there's already fucking a fade stake account out there. Maybe he'll get rich.
Come on, Steak and Steph Sunday. Let's go, Ole Miss. Let's go, Ole Miss. Alabama on 3 is very influential. Yeah. How nasty is the over in that game after what both defenses did last week?
How nasty is the under when it's the number 1 overall draft pick versus probably the number 2 overall draft pick? I think more people like the over than you think. When you just put up those popular bets, an over was listed as the most popular bets. Did you see the under listed as one of the most popular bets?
Yeah, but we have to remember 2,600, 1,300, 819. The over had 262.
Oh, totally fine. But the under had way less. Just put it out there. We're talking about.
There's just as many bets on the carrying more over 2.5 receptions than there are over in the game. Okay. So it's not like crazy publicly. I don't want you to say
sharp, dude. That sounds sharp.
Yeah. That's the fucking Efton Chisholm. By the way, Efton Chisholm, is Pranav still in here? Did Pranav even know who Efton Chisholm was until week 17?
Yeah. The guy that loves his teams.
The
guy loves his teams.
I was Peyton
He just came in here and tried to tell us about Michigan getting a punter in the portal.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Do you think we can ban Pranav on his own YouTube channel?
Give a timeout, Pranav.
We got to mod somebody and put timeout Pranav.
That would be the ultimate dictator thing you've ever done.
But you know what? I know deep down you would co-sign it.
I'm a Michigan guy, dude. I like Michigan.
You shut the fuck up. You're not a homer guy.
Not a homer guy. Not a homer guy.
He just said Efton Chisholm was his rookie of the year sleeper. Never even heard of this guy until weeks ago.
Oh, he did score a touchdown when we talked shit about him. That did happen.
That's true, because the fucking Picket sharps were all over it. All right, listen. I think we can wrap this up. This has been a fun show. There's 2 games to talk about. The next time we move forward with this, it's probably going to be either college football championship or it's going to be before a playoff slate.
I would like to do this again next week before a playoff slate. We might even the national championship is Monday. I think we should do 2. We should do one before a playoff game, and then we should do one the Monday of the Natty. One the Monday of the Natty has to happen, right? Feels like it has to happen.
Let's talk to the bosses. Let's see what they say.
Feels like an absolute no-brainer. Triple digits in here, by the way.
How about we just see if the people want it? If the people want it. Yeah, we're men of the people. If the people want us to come on here and talk about the game before the national championship, a pregame show, they're going to get it. If they also want one before a big slate in the playoff, they're going to get it. We are going to Jacksonville on Sunday. Looking forward to it. We are not going to be able to stream. You and I are going to be in a hotel room waking up Monday morning for the recap. I don't know what we're going to do. If we're going to do the recap, then hit the road. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. I think that's probably what we're going to do. But I think that might be the move. However, Steak, what I was kind of getting at to tie this all in, and then we'll wrap it up. Final bets for tonight. Collab on the over. I'm on Ole Miss. You're on Ole Miss. Moneyline spread. I don't have the spread official. I'm going to make the spread official play. Tomorrow, I have Indiana moneyline in a parlay. I might take that under with you.
I like the under. I think you should take it with me, especially if we hit the over. How about this? If we hit the over, kind of like an if-win bet, we collab on the under. If we hit the over.
I love it. I love it. That's one of the best ideas you've ever had. But I wanted to ask you this as we wrap up. What's your favorite or 2 favorite NFL playoff bets as of right now? And we are going to talk NFL tomorrow on the board review.
Ooh, I was going to say, I was kind of excited to tell you. I'll just give you one, and you're going to be like, wow, and the chat's going to probably, there's just a few people in there really not going to like this. My favorite NFL playoff bet is the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. That's fine. I initially loved the Packers. Then I ran around to saying, fuck Matt LaFleur. I'm going to bet the Bears. And now you're telling me this. So I don't know what to do. Okay. All right. So that's one. That's Saturday. How about a favorite bet on Sunday? Or if it's Steelers Texans, you can have that too. What's your second favorite bet? Don't say Jags.
Damn, you're going to hate this too.
Oh, God. It's the Steelers, isn't it?
No, I love the Steelers for sure. I'm going to be on the Steelers. I already tweeted that. I already tweeted the Steelers, so I don't have to give that out. I literally tweeted.
You bet it 5 days ago?
Winning the game. Quite a few days ago, you actually told me to tweet it. I said the Steelers are winning this game. You said tweet that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did well, too. Good job.
My second favorite bet is the New England Patriots.
I'll collab with you on that.
I love it. Money plays. I love that, too. Ain't a soul in the world taking the Carolina Panthers.
No.
I like the New England Patriots, dude. Oh, they're fucking. I heard Drew. I heard everybody. You heard what Drew was saying? He thought the line was short. It is short. It's because no one respects the Patriots. Nobody respects the Patriots. They haven't played anybody. I watch football. Justin Herbert's been amazing. No offensive line for that team. It's going to be a fucking problem. Let
me tell you what a problem is going to be. This motherfucker is telling me don't bet the fucking Patriots. Are you kidding me?
I don't think there's any chance you bet the Patriots. Am I wrong?
I'm bet. I have been anti-Chargers for 2 full years.
Oh, got it. I didn't know that. Okay.
I'll tell you, nobody loves Drake May more than me. I love Drake May more than Pranav loves Drake May.
I love Drake May too. I think Drake May will win a playoff game, and I don't know, couple. I don't know.
Depends who banned from betting.
Depends who wins.
You guys can all suck my ass, by the way. I don't know that I faded the Patriots at all this year, except the one time I did was week 1 when the Raiders got them. Suck it. Jeff wants to wait for the Steelers. I will also be on the Steelers. No, I don't. I'm not going to bet the Steelers.
The Steelers are winning that football game. I already tweeted that, so I didn't say it here today.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck tonight. Enjoy the game. Thank you for joining us on the Picket YouTube channel for the pregame show. Go out or make sure you subscribe to the page, like the stream, Steak. Good luck on your wagers. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, nice and early. This has been the Picket pregame. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next time. Good luck.
Bye.